Hi, and welcome to Long Distance Love Tarot channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. For those of you who have subscribed here to this channel, I want to give you a huge thanks. I completely appreciate it. Thank you for making our small family just a little larger. For those of you that are visiting for the first time, welcome. I hope that you find the content here useful. Again, this channel is for connections and separation. So if you have a significant other, your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, someone you're talking to, and you are in a long distance connection, then you've come to the right place. This week, I'm going to focus on Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, okay, pretty much the fire signs. So fire signs, we're going to take a look at your overall energy in your connection. That means both for your partner and for yourself. After I take a look at the overall energy, I'm going to take a look at your partner's energy in this long distance connection. I'm going to take a look at your energy in this long distance connection, and I'm also going to take a look at the mutual energy of this long distance connection, and I'll give you guys a suggestion or advice based on what comes out with this deck as well. So let's get started. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, the fire signs. Let's take a look. What is the overall connection? The overall energy in your long distance connection. Okay. Okay. We have romantic feelings and honeymoon. The bottom we have make the effort. Okay, let's take a look at what is the overall energy for Leo, Sag, and Aries, the fire signs, long distance connection or connection and separation. What is their overall energy? Wow, here we go. A lot of energy there with the Yang energy. That's a card about putting things into action and manifestation. So that's good. All right, let's take a look here. Overall energy, all that glitters, and the bottom, chopped wood. Okay. So the overall connection here, or I should say not connection, the overall energy I feel here is there are romantic feelings here. So there are feelings that are worth taking a look at and putting the effort in this long distance relationship. Okay. You guys are making the effort in trying to make this work despite the distance. Okay, so some of you in this connection may be wanting to either go on vacation with your significant other or show an effort of trying to make things work together through this long distance relationship by taking a trip together, or either you visiting them visiting you. But definitely there is a sense of travel here, of people trying to work together, and a feeling of passion and emotions here. I also picked that up here with the Yang. So the Yang energy is trying to put things in motion. It's like the Ace of Wands, okay? It's that energy of motivation, inspiration, okay? Of making things work, pushing things forward, trying to manifest, okay? So I'm getting that feeling here. For some of you here, I feel that in your mutual connection, you have all that glitters. And to me, when I see this card, I always pick up the energy of someone is not showing their true, perhaps emotions, or they're afraid of showing their emotions, or there's something here that perhaps someone may be trying to hold on to something that they don't want to show. It could also be someone who's perhaps under or underplaying their emotions, like they don't want to say as much as they don't want to share too much about how they feel. We'll take a look at that in a few minutes to clarify that. But I also feel here chop wood. Chop wood is about work. It's about putting things, it's about making the effort and pushing things forward, and just the daily grind, right? The daily effort we put into those things like work And so I'm definitely getting the overall energy here of a lot of emotion, of putting things in motion, okay? Trying to move things along, trying to push this energy of move things along, okay? I want to find out about this card, so I normally don't take these out, but let's see. All that glitters, can you clarify all that glitters in the Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries fire, or the fire signs overall energy in their long distance connection? Why is this here? Why is all that glitters here? Okay. Okay, so here, the reason why this is here, and let me take a look at the bottom one. Yeah, okay. So the reason this card is here is because there seems to be either one of you or both of you, you feel like you might have different perspectives about this long distance connection. So I have the Merchant here. This is a different deck. Yeah, so I'm feeling that that mutually here, either both of you or one of you feels that there is a different perspective here that you need to take on it. Yeah, there's like a sense of self-doubt or an inner conflict that you might not want. This is the other one, which is enemy, but no, it's not enemy as what you think. It's a different deck, so don't worry about it. But yeah, so I'm getting like a feeling of self-doubt. So the reason why this all that glitters is here is someone or either both of you have this feeling of seeing or viewing things in a different perspective. There's a little bit of either self-doubt or someone in denial of how they really feel, like they don't want to show it. They're conflicted on perhaps showing more emotions perhaps in this connection, or something to that effect, or maybe, you know, putting in the action involved in this connection. Well, I'll see as we go along. I'll clarify that as we go along, but that's definitely the feeling that I'm picking up here. So now I'm going to use this deck to find out what is your significant other's energy in this connection. What is the significant other for the fire signs energy? What is your significant other's person's energy in this long distance connection? So we get the Four of Pentacles. We get the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers. Wow, very nice. The bottom card being 10, the 10 of Wands. Okay, so I'm picking up here. Let me clarify this a little further. So let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. That fell. So I'm gonna, the Empress. Okay. Let's clarify. Oh, okay. So here we see, I see a lot of really nice cards here. I'm going to take this and the Ace. Wow, that's nice. The King of Cups. All right. Well, I see someone here whose feelings are really stable here. Okay, so so the Four of Pentacles is being clarified by the Empress. So I feel that your significant other is hanging on to wanting for this connection to grow. Okay, I'm also feeling that your significant other is feels like there is a sense of value here in this connection. they really want to hang on to this Empress. So whomever this Empress is, as far as, I know it says Empress, so it's easy to say, well, it's a female, but don't worry about that. But I feel that the person, your significant other, is really wanting to hold on or to stabilize or secure this relationship. They want growth, and they also want, they don't want to let go of their Empress or Emperor, if it's a, take what resonates, as I always say. So yeah, so here with the Ten of Pentacles, your significant other is really, their overall energy is really about, settling down. It's about trying to make this commitment work for the long term. They do feel a spiritual bond or a spiritual union with you. Okay, they have this emotional connection with you. So definitely that's a good sign. They also have the Lovers here, along with the Knight of Cups. I call the Knight of Cups an active love, because a person is actually creating, they're making the effort here. They're pushing themselves, they're putting in the work for this love to develop. And so I feel that there is a sense of, in a way, divine intervention or divine help in creating this situation to be together, for both of you to be together. But there is a sense of burden. Why? I don't know, but I do get a sense of that they have this feeling of overwhelming burden. Let me find out very quickly what this is about. Why is the Ten of Wands here? It could be work related. It could be something from the past. So I get that as the Eight of Wands. Okay, so the Eight of Wands, trying to push things forward. Maybe they feel overwhelmed by their emotions, by feeling that they need to make efforts because they don't want to lose this energy, this person that they have, which is you. And they want to really push things forward. They might feel a burden or overwhelmed because they might not be able to either express how they feel, or perhaps you guys might not talk as often as they might want. Yeah, so here I get the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords talks about or brings the energy of things not being exactly what they seem. So they might, and because it came out here with the communication with the Eight of Wands, which means fast moving or communication, I feel that they may not communicate exactly how they are feeling, because we have the Page of Cups here, which talks about emotion. Okay, I think that this feeling that they're having here in this connection may have taken them by surprise. And so because it took them by surprise, it might be something that they need a little extra time to decipher, to kind of come to terms with, as far as making certain moves in this connection, and definitely making the moves of solidifying a long-term commitment here. I'm not saying that they don't want it. It looks like they do want it, that's where their feelings are at. That's where it seems that their heart and their emotions are. But there is a sense of just an overwhelming feeling or a sense of burden. No worries, because that is a 10. So the 10 is usually a sign of things changing. So it's the ending of this pressure or this overwhelming feeling. But it could be very well that they just have a difficult time either communicating their thoughts and ideas, or they have a very difficult time communicating how they truly feel or how deep they find this connection to be. Okay, so I'll leave that as their connection, or I'm sorry, as their energy in this connection. Let's take a look at Oh, actually, let's not do mutual yet. Let's do mutual for last. Let's take a look at what your energy is in this connection. So what is the fire signs energy in this connection? Leo, Sag, and Aries. What is Leo, Sag, and Aries energy in this connection? So let's take a look at what your energy is here. And we have the King of Wands, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Emperor. And at the bottom of the card, we have the Two of Pentacles, okay? I just heard travel in my mind. So I want to talk about that in 2 seconds. Let me just focus on your energy. So I don't know, because I got the word travel here, I don't know if you guys, the Leo, Sag, and Aries, if there's someone here watching that travels often or travels a lot, or is in the middle of traveling or thinking about traveling to see your significant other. Because I literally heard the word travel as I'm shuffling. So we have the High Priestess clarifying the King of Wands. We have the Seven of Cups clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Swords clarifying the Emperor. And oh wow, you guys both, check this out. You both got the Eight of Wands. Wow. That's why I like to work with different decks here. Because then I get to see, that does happen. I do have clients of mine who, I do this reading for them, and they sometimes end up matching the same energy as their significant other. Okay, so let's take a look here very quickly. What do I see? What do I feel? Okay, so I feel... Okay, so this King of Wands energy that I'm feeling here, this is someone who's a go-getter, who really is bold at taking moves, who has the motivation and the inspiration to make things happen in a relationship. So I don't know if that pertains to you or your energy, but definitely it's someone with that. And it's interesting because we are talking about fire signs here, right? This video is for Leos, Sagittarius, and Aries, and so the wands are that fire sign. So you're coming up in your own energy. So it could be here that you are, if this is you as your energy, you are taking a time to tap in to your intuition. You're tapping in to what makes you feel or reflect upon this connection, about the passion in this connection, about the connectivity between you and your significant other. That's what I'm getting there. With the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, I'm feeling here stability. Okay, so there is a sense of thinking, or perhaps trying to choose the correct, or what feels intuitively correct, or what feels intuitively the right choice to make in regards to placing the foundation that is needed, or to continue to build in the foundation of this relationship with your significant other. I have here the Emperor card. The Emperor card is one of being practical, being logical, of being, of showing not only leadership, but of thinking of things in a logical and analytical manner. So there could be a situation here where there seems to be a loss that you may be feeling, okay? Whether it's the loss of when you leave this connection, as in when you travel to go back home, or if you're traveling for work. There is a sense of you miss this person. There's a sense of you know, like a painful ending, like, you know, you just kind of feel that sadness inside, but that you don't want to show that. Okay, you want to kind of control these emotions. Okay, and that's what I'm getting here, a sense of someone who is able to control their emotions despite feeling how they may feel when they're either away from this connection, or it could be that perhaps you're trying to control past feelings of loss, of broken trust, maybe in prior relationships. Okay, so it could be one of those two energies. So here I'm getting with the Two of Pentacles an energy of multitasking, of energy of you know, trying to balance priorities. I feel someone who is on the go. It could be, and I say that because number one, I do get here the King of Wands. King of Wands is about traveling and moving things along. And you also get the Eight of Wands. So I feel here there's a lot of activity. There's a lot of fast moving energy here that's coming to you. And you feel within this connection, whether it's you doing a lot or multitasking or taking on multiple priorities and trying to balance that, or you're trying to balance making the time to communicate with your significant other. It could also be that you're trying to balance, okay, spending time together, making that effort, okay, to spend quality time with your significant other, whether it be you visiting them or them visiting you. So here you see a boat and you see the traveling happen. So again, it could be this as well. Trying to get back over here at this connection or overall energy that I was getting with all that glitters. Remember that I said that I was feeling someone who may be either not showing their full emotions. Both of you are giving me that energy. Your significant other is giving me that energy with perhaps their mode of communication or their lack of communication, or their lack of communicating how deep they feel in this connection with you. With you, I'm getting it more as an energy of perhaps something may have happened in the past, or that you may not easily share that sense of loss and that sense of sadness with your significant other, so that you try to control or keep those emotions inside of you, and you try to perhaps balance this type of communication with them. You pretty much might not tell them about this inner feeling, about this inner situation that you have in your mind, okay? Because Swords talks about things that are happening in your mind, or thoughts and ideas that are happening. So when you do either reminisce or think about these painful endings, either again from the past, or it could be this ending of just separation when you guys end your visit, there may be a sense of this overwhelming feeling that you do feel inside that perhaps you might not communicate. Okay, so pretty much that's the energy that I'm getting for you. Let's take a look at what the mutual energy here is. What is the mutual connection energy between the fire sign significant other and the Leo, Sag, or Aries in this connection? What is the mutual energy between these two? Okay, so this one just flipped on its own, so I'm going to take number 6, which is moving on. Okay, now when we take a look here at the mutual connection, things become a little clearer here. Okay, all right, so all these flipped. All of these came out, however, only one flipped, so I'll take that one. Yep. Okay, and now, oh, this is really, wow, you guys are really into each other. All right, so this connection, you guys are really into each other, okay? You guys are on fire, just like your sign. All right, so the mutual energy here that I get from both of you, the mutual situation here, is that there is a feeling of moving on, whether it is moving on from the past, okay, and that you're now moving into this connection that you're in, but both of you are in that mind space of trying to move to either clearer, better, stronger, future, or this feeling of because here we have brown leaves, over here we have green leaves, and that is something that just caught my attention right now. So to me it is that both of you are really 100% focusing on really moving forward in this connection, okay? And so and this is the card that you guys got. So when I place this card here, it's moving into the Seven of what's in the Rider-Waite called the Seven of Pentacles, okay? So this is telling me that you guys are moving from whatever happened in the past, in your love life in the past, or any issues that might have been present in the past, and you're really moving forward, and you're moving forward to this period of wanting to invest time, wanting to invest energy, wanting to grow as a couple, okay? Wanting to really make this work, putting in, again, the effort. This is a reading of action, okay? That's all the feeling that I get here. Action as in fast moving, action with traveling, people who really want to make this work. Now, I also see here, you guys may have a very deep connection. You guys have the Ace, what's actually called the Ace of Cups in the Rider-Waite deck, but it is called here Love Begins. And so here is talking, this talks about a lot of love, okay? But what it's telling me here are both of you, okay? You see one hand over here and you see another hand over here, and you can tell it's not the same hand because one is wearing pink and the other one is wearing yellow. So both of you mutually as a couple really want to invest, okay? Both of you want to invest emotionally in this connection, okay? You do find that there is a spiritual union. There is a deep connection of either love, adoration, respect, of something that you can build on, okay? That you can build on. A solid foundation of emotional growth is present here, okay? So there is a solid foundation of that. I feel that both of you, though, do have the feeling of understanding that there is a sense of having to be patient, and there is a sense of having to plan. So whether it's that both of you have to plan in order to be able to see each other, okay, because this card is clarifying this one. So this is the patience and planning and the love union. So I feel that here what it's telling me is that in order for you guys to be together, there is a sense of having to take the time out of whatever that you're doing and sit down and have the patience to see whose schedule looks like what, or to really sit down and kind of think about maybe, you know, what's involved in the finances of having to travel, or although I'm not seeing finances as an issue here, you know, what I'm seeing is that feeling of just being open and just saying, you know, this is, I feel deeply for this situation as well, for this connection. So again, I do see a lot of beautiful cards here. I see that your person has, again, the the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. So your person got all the love, all the love cards over here. You do share this feeling mutually. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. Let's take a look at, oh, actually, I promised you guys that I would look at this further, but now looking at both your person's energy and your energy, I can tell you that this chopped wood is definitely talking about putting in the work in this relationship, putting in the work to be able to make it happen, having to be patient in the planning process so you guys are able to see each other and continue to fulfill this emotional or spiritual union. That there is a feeling here of an emotional or an intuitive awareness when it comes to the emotions and the love and the adoration and the devotion that there is here mutually between both of you. Okay, so let's take a look at what would be, or what can be, the advice. So what advice do we have here for this beautiful reading here for the fire signs? So what's the overall advice here for Leo, Sag, and Aries? What is the overall advice for this beautiful connection? Well, let me tell you, I wish you guys the best in this relationship, because it really does look really, really nice. Peace, very nice, and by the book. Okay, so here as advice, I'm getting the sense here that, again, you guys want this to be a successful partnership. You need to take things easy. You need to work at a pace where it's convenient for both of you, because I do see that there is, again, like I told you, I see a lot of energy of motion, of moving, of progressing, of wanting to speed things along or make this connection happen, as far as being face to face. So here what it's telling me is that there is a sense of overall peace, or to try to to continue. Hold on one second, I'm sorry, give me 1 second. Okay, so here yeah, so what I'm getting here is a sense of, during these times where it feels very hectic, okay, where it feels like things are just moving very rapidly, whether it's because of your career, whether it's because of the emotions that are developing at a rapid rate, or whether it is the sense of passion, take a minute to continue this love that's happening, or this situation, and just take your time with it. Okay, there's no need to, in a way, disturb the peace, right? Or to have to feel like you have to keep up with the pace. So you could take things, I'm not saying to take things super slow if that's not what you want to do, but remember that perhaps there are moments where things may seem so hectic that it could be disturbing your inner peace, or their inner peace, in that they feel like they need to have to keep up, and they need to feel that things need to run at a certain schedule, or at a certain way of having to do things. Okay, so I feel the sense of a person who's very fixed in their plans, a very fixed energy of, I want to do it on this day at that time in this specific way because my schedule is saying this. What about you? Yeah, well, my schedule says this, that, and the other. And I feel that this sense of being so specific in the planning could sometimes, or at times, cause a sense of disappointment if it doesn't happen exactly how you planned it. And so the advice here is to just take it easy. Yes, it's important to plan, and especially if you are in careers where you need to plan ahead, that's fine. But always leave that room for, if it doesn't happen, it's okay. Don't you know, feel bad about it and don't like bicker about it, or you know, don't create a low vibrational energy, because you guys as a couple have a very, very nice overwhelming overall energy here as a couple, and as people who really you know, look like you want this relationship to work. So don't get hung up on wanting things a specific way every single time, because sometimes that might not happen. Okay, you cannot expect life to run on your schedule. There are unexpected things that happen. Hello, we're living in one of those moments right now. So give your relationship a flexibility to not always have to do things by the book, to be able to keep the peace when those plans may get disrupted. Okay, so pretty much this is my overall read for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you stopped by. Again, this was for the fire signs and your significant other. Thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up, share with other people who are in long distance relationships, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.